Or
Right.
episode 62. Y'all already know what it is, man. Get Righteous Podcast, which is guys, the kings of the land. As always, every episode is brought to you by 420 Medicals LLC, as well as BC Marketing LLC and FAM Apparel LLC. All right. For all of your customary needs, you see the gentleman this time down bottom. For all of your marketing, you see me. And I will take great care of you. Per usual, if you want to advertise with the podcast, you can DM either one of us. We run. Hello. Say that 3 times fast. 15, 30, 45-second advertisements with the podcast. You will gain exposure to our climbing listener and viewership. We're zeroing in on 20,000 right now. We're gonna eclipse that probably within the next month or so. So if you would like to advertise on any one of our streaming platforms, as well as Power 109 out on the West Coast and Stardom 101 magazine in Georgia, you can DM us and we will take great care of you. Okay? And that's that.
Thanks.
You know the sheet, man. The reason why we have gathered here this evening, we want to talk about body counts. Yeah, it's time.
I had to reread that shit after the game. Like, I didn't even watch it. I just had say the message come through, and I'm like, oh shit! I didn't even know that was the new one. I looked at it like, oh shit.
We're in this age where, they say, women are more in their sexual primes, and they're feeling more empowered and such. All of these things. Same thing with the men, obviously, out here during the summer in their hoochie daddy shorts and doing all of this city girls, city guys,
Word, they do.
doing all of that.
Yeah.
But it just begs the question. Body counts. How many bodies you got? Doesn't matter.
Word.
Is that a deal breaker for you? What's a good number? You understand? Like, So, like I said, it just begs the question.
Right.
Are we living in an age where having a high body count is okay?
In the comments, word.
Let us know in the comments what you think. If you would like to contribute, you already know, send the requests. In the box.
Word. It's box. You know what I mean? Is you worried about how many bodies your partner got? Matter? Are you the one to ask? Do y'all ask? Do y'all want to know, like, when y'all get with somebody, if y'all get with somebody doing shit? Is that a question? Well, people still asking? It's not this that midnight lobby, yo. Grapefruit.
I'll say this, right? Me personally, I do not cringe at high body counts, but for a reason. The only reason why I don't cringe at a high body count is if I know for a fact you're going to have to show me the Carfax that you ain't Dirty McLurdy, if not Mary Jane Rotten Crotchin.
Word. Now that's 100 in 2022 going to 2023. What? You better look, man. That's simple. That's an easy, especially if you're not out here just wilding. If you're out here wilding, either way. But if you know what I mean, you should be definitely checking your shit and stuff like that. But
right.
If you help somebody get with somebody, man, that shit is simple. When the last time you had your paperwork, blah blah blah, we didn't go together. definitely depending on how y'all are in the bed. If you just on some regular bullshit, or if you on some real nasty, make nasty, then you know what I mean. You gotta know what's going on. Like you said, that's what it really come down to. And like
Tastic said, if you acting like Wilt Chamberlain, we're gonna have an issue.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like fat, like you feel me, Burger Heston? Like,
what's a high body count to you? Oh,
shit, when we was younger, shit,
Mm.
the body count was like shit. You start getting a few, like, oh, she bodying up. Like, you know what I mean?
Shit was vicious. Like,
Yeah,
but
okay.
it didn't matter though.
Yeah, it still didn't matter. Like, that's the thing. People used to talk about that and say that, like, yeah, all right, like it really mattered. Like, okay. So maybe in some occasions for some people, depending on where you are, where you were, if you was living in, you know what I mean, the hood, outskirts, or however it was, but what? Like you said, shit.
What's a high body count to me? I would say a high body count is when you crack double digits.
Now that's already getting there, but see, high could be different for me because it depends on what you're doing. Now we talking about unprotected or protected.
Oh man, if you out here raw dogging,
More than that,
oh man,
more than one person right now at a time. But if you bouncing, then you ain't worried no straps.
or if you bare backing,
Word. Like if England is a grown person, that is your business. Like facts.
right?
Yeah, word, facts.
Yeah,
Facts.
I rock with that.
Like word. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I don't know. Like, you know what I mean?
I mean, but that's the shit though. Like when you run that risk, because you can ask somebody straight up, like, "Yo, how many bodies you got?" You know, like, "What's your number?" And this ain't that bullshit where all right, you ask a female and she give you a number. I'm sorry, let me stop doing that because I was told by a group of women on a live that men have to stop referring to women as female because it's disrespectful because they are not their reproductive organs. They are something different. They are women. So I will re-preface that. You can ask the woman how many bodies you got, and they say, oh, 5, but you times that times 3 or whatever the case may be, like,
Yeah, word.
like you can ask them straight up, like, that don't mean they're gonna tell you the fucking truth.
Yeah, I was about to say, what's the shit that they tell us in school? But that's it, right? You times it by 3
Yeah,
for a female and a dude, you divide it, right?
supposedly.
Or some
Which
shit. Divide it to see if what he's saying or some shit.
the biggest load of bullshit I ever heard in my life. What you mean? Like, I know dudes who's out here knocking down 2, 3 a day. What are we talking about? Fucking. What you mean divide?
Yeah, word. That's what I was
Multiply.
saying. Like, y'all got to do a lot of dividing. Depending on where look, what era, who it is, and where we was at. This is so sensitive.
I feel the same way. When I tell you they tried to come for my head and I explained it wholeheartedly, and I'm like, bro, like,
Word.
I understand where y'all's coming from. I do, and I mean no disrespect, obviously, right? But at the end of the day, women are female. I think we're getting too deep into the culture of uh, binary, non-binary, or feminine passing, or you know, uh, masculine presenting, and all of these things. Like y'all's getting too caught up in that shit. Like let's boil it back down to what matters. You feel me?
Thanks. That's because it's like shit. Females, how y'all feel about like what when you talking to a dude or some shit? I don't care. What would be what's your body count? If a dude was like, yeah, I had sex with 5, shit 8. You know what I mean?
Right.
How would y'all feel like?
Word though. That's crazy because even my fiance now, I never asked what her body count was. She willingly gave me the information. I never had to ask her. She
Right,
said X, Y, and Z. I'm like, okay, cool.
right.
That works. I've never had to come up off of that info. So that'll stay tucked in the pocket.
What bodies you talking about? I heard. Oh,
See what I'm saying?
what's not high? What's not high? Virgo Tastic.
Which one is not high, Virgo Tastic?
What I had said about the 5, about 8, 7. What for men?
Mm-hmm. I mean, shit. It can go either way. You know,
Right, exactly.
5 to 8. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, 5 to 8 ain't bad at all. Like, we start wanting to check the odometer around like I said, once you start cracking them double digits and them big double digits, you come with your Carfax and talk about
For
oh
doubles, I think I'm about like
12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, okay,
a few.
hold on. So when
Yeah,
did you hit this phase where you started
like
getting
like
you
we
started getting busy?
right. Oh yeah, 500, 800. That's like porno status. Like you going
I was
crazy.
gonna say, unless you're marrying a porno star, like, or you getting with one. Oh, that's an even better question.
You on some celebrity shit? Like
Would
yeah,
you though? Would you? Would you though?
what
Would,
kind as a body? Some bad sex or good sex? Because there's some shit I'd rather forget. Haha, yeah, that shit don't matter. It still got that body though. Like
body is a body, and the streets need a body.
it's some bullshit ass poom poom I done been in, but shit, I was still in.
There
That's
you go.
on the count.
You go. If you was knocking it down, if you was
They
knocking it down, or
they
they was
only getting they
whatever.
only getting mentioned as a number. They don't get no name, no status, no rating.
Counts. If you was
They
get if you was getting it knocked in, knocked down, all of that
right. That
shit,
was
that
pre
counts.
that was preliminary round. What you call them shits? That was the free joints.
Uh-huh. I don't give a fuck if you.
Yeah, word.
I,
Like
I don't give a fuck
oh no, like I ain't
if
bad
you
shit.
let them just put the tip in. Just put the
I
tip. That counts. That's a body.
yeah, bodied.
I don't want to hear it. That done led to more bodies in a little bit. I don't even want. Lord have mercy. That 500 to 800 is scary though.
Yeah, I see. That's what you're dealing with.
But see, you said if you rocking with like it's like porno status. Like if you trying to get with a porno star, like Tiana Trump she'll let you knock it down one time. You gonna let her knock it down? You gonna knock it down?
Who? Well, one of them. Like one of them shorties, right?
Yeah, like Tiana Trump, something like that. Knock knock, motherfucker. Ding ding.
For me, hold on, you. So if you in your 20s or 30s and you have like 30, that's a lot. See, yeah, that's what I was about to say. See, that's the difference. Like now, let's just switch it up a little bit because I'm talking about like me. Nah, I'm talking about. Let's take it from because cats is getting into young age too.
Mm-hmm.
But we all adults, so we ain't no young age people on here. Let's just start from like 17, 16, like you know what I mean. Even though some cats is people that's lower than that. Now, if you between that 16 and about 21 years old, and your shit is over about 6, nah.
I was gonna say you gotta up that a little bit.
And your shit is over about already on that 10 above.
I was gonna say,
yeah.
that,
Then it's like, all right, now you ain't like, come on now, like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, like, motherfuckers don't have no walls unless you're doing Titan exercises. Like, you get married, you ain't gonna have shit for. You know what I'm saying? So, but now, shit, let's see, we all 35 plus. That's a difference. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now that's different. Because you all know if motherfucker active later on, after, you know what I mean?
yeah.
You know, broke through your teen years and this, or you was active early and then, you know what I mean, slow down and went into your groove, you know what I mean, 1, 2. So yeah, that's different.
Bruh.
I'm saying, like, I've been in an 18-year relationship, so
See, but that's the shit though. The
we
18
were
years, like you in an 18
we
year
were apart
relationship,
for
however,
we were apart for like a
same person.
year after that,
That's
and I
one person. That's one body. Like,
yeah. And the only reason why not because we didn't cheat, we split for a moment and I was dealing with somebody else. That's how I was dealing with somebody else and got another body, but it wasn't like, oh, I went and cheated and I had some more bodies while I was in a relationship. So if you and like me, I don't know who else got longer than me that was as young as me. So if you were like me, then that's different. Like, well, your body is your motherfucking home body. Like, you just gonna body that out if you're faithful. That's depending on what relationships and what people we talk about is different people.
right.
So yeah, that's the difference too. Because shit, if I was in an 18-year-old relationship, shit, I don't know how many months a nigga. It's like nah.
Big, gotta remember who's talking. Or though, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Mm-mm-mm. Lord have mercy. I don't know though. Like it's I wouldn't say, and that's just it's not a deal breaker really. Like, you know, the deal breaker would be me finding out that you're a dirty motherfucker. Like, that's the deal breaker.
Yeah, now that's the thing.
Hell, I don't want to have to find out that you're dirty from
Yeah,
spraying your shit around the hard way.
yeah, facts. Now that's when it's gonna be some. You know what I mean? Then that's gonna be the difference. And then to get that, like, you will have to get. See, the difference is now is shit. We grown, so meeting people and shit like now, like this goes back to them early relationship talking to you having that sit down as I'm messaging with somebody now. We not talking to nothing, but we just was just mentioning that, like, people nowadays, like, it's always sugarcoated, there's always some lying in the background, there's always something dumb just so they can get their little agenda, like, you know what I mean? Also, that's when you gotta really sit and look at the motherfucker like, all right, you're gonna be able to feel like, if you telling the truth, you being completely 100, because if not, like you said, there's something pop up at the end, whatever, y'all know how it go, a jealous such and such pop in the inbox or whatever, you get a certain Snapchat or something sent to you or something, like, you know what I mean? Then it's like, whoa, now shit about to get, you know what I mean, shit on a different level. So that's like, just keep it 1,000 with me. Like, I need to know, like, you know what I mean? Because that's where they come in. So when we're going to get them checkers, we're going to get right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, hell no.
fucking Atlanta, crazy. You know shit. You know better than anybody.
Oh yeah, I mean, come on. Well, what, 14 plus years in Atlanta? That's my home. Um, I mean, see, it depends on where you at.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you talk about Atlanta, when you talk about California, you're talking about San Francisco. So you talk about where you at. Like, are you getting up in the morning, working downtown, and walking around that population, meeting and greeting to get in that population? Because on the outskirts where I'm at, it's a whole different scene. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? It's a whole different scenery. I don't see, you know what I mean, fun, or the ones that's the DLs down. That's where they at. They down there now. They all around, of course, because it's GA. So when you come to GA, let me just break it down. Yeah, you need to know you got a 20-to-1 ratio for females to hetero dudes. The dudes are just like females. So because the population is so wild, but people think it's because the rainbow population that's why. No, that's not why. They still their own thing. It's DL mofos that fuck it up for the straight females that think they rocking with somebody but don't know that you rocking with somebody DL-ish. So I know a few. I've been down there for years. I got motherfuckers. I've been rocked out for 10 years. I've been in the scenes. I know what's what. I done peeped now. I done seen y'all know it. I know. So I'm quick to tell a female, yeah, you better watch what dude you dealing with because you don't know what he's doing.
Exactly.
Well, it's not always the female. It's not always the female that's CD. Now, females in GA, yeah, they get busy. Yeah, they about that action. That is the PC. No lie. But just as anywhere else, you got your clean females that take care of themselves, and you got the ones that you got to be like, wait, hold on, I got to see a little paperwork. And how I know is because I know a female that dealt with a dude, they didn't use protection, and the next day made me go to the hospital with her so she can get her blood work done. I rode with her. She was like, bro, ride with me. I had unprotected sex with him last night. I don't know what's what. Ride with me right now to go get my shit checked and all that, and I roll right with her. So yeah, you gotta be on your shit, definitely, but that's anywhere. Like, you know what I'm saying? Anywhere you go, because someone that's like DL, and that could be female or male, but more in the male because of course, you know what I mean, they the ones slinging and going in and out the holes. Like, you know what I'm saying? The females is the one get caught. You get caught by not making sure, you know what I mean, what pole you using this, you know what I mean, with, you know what I mean, thinking old Big Brolic over here on TikTok.
Oh, Big Brolic.
All about getting busy, and late night when he goes lift weights for Tyrone, they back there getting busy, and that's just 1,000. That's 1,000, like 1,000. Like, I'm just gonna keep it all the way funky with y'all. Like, it's 1,000. Like, that's why I always laugh. And my girl, she be like, "Why are you laughing every time you see them?" I'm like, "Cause
y'all don't know."
Oh, and I do know because I've been in Atlanta. Like, I got friends that are in the rainbow joint. They know, yeah, I'm heterosexual, but they tell me like, "Oh yeah, that dude right there." And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, like, yeah.
Other fucking
like, I know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I got people that they done put me on and showed me, like, so, yeah, like, shit. Y'all be thinking motherfuckers is
That's a whole other conversation.
Yeah, and that's what we got. That's the next one. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when they get to that, like, yeah, we don't want to get into that because we got to make that one. But, yeah, like, so... Yeah. You want to know if that motherfucker going crazy or motherfucker going the studs be studding as well. Yeah, facts. Like,
word is bond. Word is bond. Word is bond.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Facts. And it's like I said, it is both ways. Like, you know, that's why I had to tell somebody, like, once he got done, I said, you know, good luck. Like, you know what I mean? Right. Really, like, really, really good luck. Like, good luck. Like, right. Live EA. And your ocean is not like mine. My ocean is full of fish, and I'm good. But the one you got to go through as a female, let me tell y'all two things that happen. You either from GA as a female, and you already know what it is. So when they get someone, like they get a hetero dude, oh, it's over. They go on head over heels. They want you in. You get the keys. You get all that. They want to make sure you come home because they know the next one, so you go outside, wants you. The second thing is if you go there with your dude, husband or whatever, you better make sure that it's yours. Because every moment, even for the females too, but every moment that dude step out, it's go time. Mm-hmm. Like, you just got to understand that. And he got to be 1,000. And I can say me, like, yeah. Like, I done let's put it like this. We talking about body counts. I've been in Georgia for teens now, years. If I didn't turn down half of the piece thrown to me, my shit would be over 25 right now.
That's not surprising.
No lie. Over 25. And that's just, or you could just come get something good and just keep going. Like, but I don't deal with that because, well, Zito, though, you ain't giving me shit.
Right.
Your ass is up out of here. I'm going to show you what Mike Myers is about. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, so for even just the average dude, like, he gonna be good. Like, an average motherfucker in the city that probably get some poon once a joint, oh, his shit gonna rise. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like we said, like, it depends on where you at. And then that's where it gets scary at because now you don't know who doing what and who doing who and what body counts is what. Nah, I get that. I love me some good throaty throat. So they ain't no body. If I don't
That's not a body.
This is some good throat action. If I give you some good head while we in the movies, that's just I just gave you some good tonguey tongue. Like I ain't getting no body.
That's not a body.
You ain't getting no body.
The Gawk 3000 does not count as
no. Because my head count would be never mind.
But even with that though, you gotta be super fucking selective. Like
once they told all that shit in high school when we got in classes, I said, wait, hell no. I said, what these girls
what?
Man, I need to do
the whole shit about
fucking doctor.
All right, see, we can't classify it as a body,
and I got some things in there.
It kind of counts as something, but I don't know what, because the miles that the motherfucking throat get, woo, that should be extensive. Like motherfuckers was cutting out left and right, like 5 minutes. All right, boom, lunch.
That's not even
like motherfuckers was rolling up to class. Like yo, such and such outside.
Do you know how many bodies?
Look who outside the door right now. All right, I gotta go to the bathroom. Boom. That's how it was rolling.
Nigga.
Spooky. Like,
if body was counted as head, do y'all know how many babies has hit y'all face and mouth? All that. Y'all got millions of bodies. Like, y'all body would be, the bodies would be, it won't be no count.
I don't know what to count that shit as, but I feel like motherfuckers be more eager to give up the throat than the box. Like, I don't know why it's like that.
I'd have some good dizzy.
That's been that. All right, put it like that. That's been my experience. I've come across more females who was literally willing to give you the Gawk 3000. If you're special, you get the Gawk 6000 with the twist and turn and the pull and all of that good shit.
I was riding with a female one day, and we in the car.
Woo!
And I don't know, we was just talking. We was talking about something. So, we started talking a little slick. And, and I said something or whatever. So she was like, oh, yeah, now I know. Addicted to head like my nigga Young Prez. And I'm like, oh, shit. She was like, Preem said that on a Jimbo song. And he was talking about you. I'm like,
Gotta watch out. God damn it.
I'm like, you know what I mean? So I'm like, yeah, fact though. Like,
you heard him. Nigga, you heard him. Jumped in, then I jumped out. Before you know it, Prez is sleeping at your house.
Bang, bang. Yo, young days. We was young, you know what I mean?
Y'all have no goddamn idea. Maniacs. Oh, man.
Oh, the Maniacs was out. We was definitely the Maniacs.
Woof. Crazy. But I don't know, man. I don't know what that,
would be. And we had fun. We didn't have no females. We never made females feel like they was, we never like hot girl, hot nation. They glamorified being thoughts and shit like that. Like, nah, like we just did what we did. Like what we do. We doing what we do. That's all. Do what you do. That's it. We just do what we do.
Oh man, that'd be it. Got to do it. Lord have mercy.
Word.
That 6,000 is special. That 6,000 corrupts households. You know, that's the type of shit where where you'll leave work or you'll leave your significant on the couch to go get that broke off right quick and then come back.
Yeah. That's something about that you already know.
That's 6,000 is special.
But you already know. Like, word, like, nah, I ain't, shit, because we done had honey dips. We done had dippity dips.
Mm, mm. We could write a book.
Now, now you know we about to do that now. We could do a book. Oh, we could write scripts.
Word on. We can call that shit the Palace.
Yes. The is facts. Facts.
Oh man. All right. This is why we can't have these conversations. Because it just leads into a bunch of crazy shit and to a bunch of shit. We don't even know if y'all want to know this shit, but guess what? Y'all know this shit.
Word. Facts. Facts. Like, yo. Especially the Palace.
Twists and turns, all the boppets. Yes. Just make sure you got your batteries. Yes.
Hell yeah. Make my mother's toes crumble.
All right. So where we at? It's not a deal breaker, but we need to see the fucking Carfax. Like point blank.
Facts,
Like,
yeah. That's where we at. Like, it's not like a deal breaker. But see, how I'm gonna know is because, like I said, like I don't care, like the actions, aura, and when we go out and how we move and how I see you, I'm gonna know. Like that motherfucking movie you told me to watch.
Oh man,
that dude's wife.
The fucking deep water shit.
Yeah, I gotta watch that. I gotta watch that again.
It was so out of pocket.
Yo,
I laughed so hard when I watched that movie just because.
Nah, I was like, I don't know. I was like,
wait.
At the same time, I was like, yo, like,
when I say I was laughing out of the sense of, yo, he is so out of pocket.
And I'm like not laughing. I'm like, yo, bro,
this is crazy. Like, what? You allowed, bro?
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I gotta see. I like time gonna tell. So once we get out and about and around, like, yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, years back after getting out of the, 18-year relationship and all that shit.
Yeah.
Years back, oh yeah, I'm gonna crack both of y'all goddamn head. He was cracking dudes, and I don't know for that because he was
like, yo, you feel him though, like, bro,
getting busy, but I'm looking at her, I'm like, yo, I'll be locked up, like,
period.
Yeah, like, yeah, it's over.
If y'all have not seen the movie Deep Water on Hulu, I suggest you go see it. I suggest you just pop on the shit and watch the shit.
Be ready.
Because that shit is so out of pocket.
Be ready.
So disrespectful on so many levels that it's
and like, see, that's why I said so. Like, some years back, like, if I'm like, I was really, how I see love differently now. Even though I'm a believer, it's still about love. That don't change. But I see shit totally different than how I seen it before, like going heads over hill and going crazy.
It's called Deep Water.
Years back, yeah. Now, you, my Wayne.
Ben Affleck is in it. And I forgot Shorty's name, but she just did the Marilyn Monroe movie.
I guess it was like, yeah, like.
Did Knock Knock with Keanu Reeves. Like, she different. She different.
Yeah, yeah, man, because I rewatched it, and then when she popped, I said, oh, that's my girl.
Or
what's her name?
It's three. She got one of them three parts.
Find her. If anybody can find her, you can find her. Find her.
You know, like all I gotta do is like fuck that. I'll have the name to you when we get off of here.
I got to send a PayPal through. Like, goddamn, girl.
Right.
I'm here for your ass like athlete. Where your fucking ass at?
Bruh, that movie was so disrespectful. So disrespectful. All right. We have questions that we got to get to before we get the fuck up out of here.
All right, yeah, let's get those so we can get Lizzie and let everybody.
All right, our first question comes to both of us. What's y'all's take on the state of the two-party system? What if Trump runs again? All right. My take on the two-party system. The two-party system is trash. We all know this already. If you can remain independent or just free of any political affiliation, just stay to yourself, I would say do that.
Right.
Because what that does, it allows you to see the shit show that is the whole entire political system. There you go. Ana de Armas. Yes, Lord, have mercy. That is her.
Yeah, y'all find her for me and be like, tell them y'all king, you know, y'all got a king and Sean, you know.
That's a bad motherfucker.
Get back to the.
That's a bad. That's a bad motherfucker.
That's that action that crumble me up.
But like I said, the whole two-party system is dog shit. They don't serve either one of us. Not no Democrat, Republican, Independent. It's all the same shit. They just act as if they're different. You know.
Right.
What if Trump runs again? What if he does? I ain't worried about him.
Right.
Like, y'all know what time it is when it comes to him. Y'all know.
Like, I'm gonna tell you, y'all know what
folk like to come out and play.
Right. Like, that's how I'm gonna do.
You already know what time it is.
I'm with Zito said. I just put a post up. You know what I'm saying? I just put the post up on this page. Like, depending on who you with, like I said, get who you with.
Mm-hmm.
Break away from all this bullshit. Like you said, as much as you can. You don't have to use the system for what you can, unless you know how to get off the grid, unless you know how to find the communities that's off the grid, which I do. Like, I done had questionnaires, invitations sent to like go to an off-grid community out in like Arizona, like out in the deserts. Like, they broke part of the land, rebuilt, filtered it so it can flow water, all that. Like, but you got to go through questionnaires. You come out there, like, it's really nature, like living, like, you know what I'm saying, like no clothes at times, like somebody else's spouse walking around, like real back at home stuff. So it's like you gotta be like, you know what I mean, evaluation type. So there is things like that, like you said, like there's ways to stay off the grid. So like that's what I mean when we say that, like try to get, like, you might not want to go that far yet, but the aim is that, like, you know what I'm saying, the aim is your own shit. If you're working, still build on what can you have that's yours that can make you like another income, like, you know what I'm saying, so that in some way you can get off of that working for the system, having to depend on the system. So like food wise, like we always tell y'all, like learn how to garden something, learn how to grow one thing. If it's one thing per whatever, like, you know what I'm saying, seeds, and just learn how to grow one thing that's edible, like, you know what I'm saying, because soon that time is gonna come. Trump run, I rock with Trump more than these cats anyway. So it's not a thing of if I'm rocking with a party, I just will rock with Trump because he gonna tell you 100. He gonna tell you 100. Whether you like it or not, he gonna tell you 100. You ain't gotta worry about decoding, trying to see what they hiding and doing all that. So that's just that. Whether he run or not, win or not, we don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? Fuck it. What's the next one?
But for the record, my stance on Trump is he can literally backslide down the Cheeto bag that he came out of.
Yeah,
Fuck.
you know.
Next question is any financial tips, specifically 401k based? That's random as fuck. If I could tell you anything about your 401k, it's crazy. When I got licensed to handle assets and everything like that. My first my first client was a 401k rollover. Um, and ever since then, I've preached to anybody who has a 401k, 403b, whatever the case may be. Make sure that you have all of your paperwork on it. Make sure you're tracking how much it's growing, how much, make sure you know just how much you're putting in, how much you're contributing, how much your parent company or who you work for is contributing, or if you have a non-contributory 401k or 403b, make sure you know what's going in and what's going out. And if you can, roll that shit over. Get that shit out of the company that is holding it, that's holding the annuity, uh, and put that into an IUL, which is a form of life insurance, because that is tied to the S&P instead of being tied to the actual market. All right, and with the IULs, you can at least be guaranteed 2% growth of your money, even in a recession. You feel me? So that is the best advice that I could give you. That's 401k based.
Yeah, what he said.
um,
Facts
last
though. Shit, y'all the ones we had the session. Y'all the ones that told me about that shit. So what he say, shit, motherfucker. That's all I got to say. I got a notepad with that shit in it. I ain't about to go get it to tell y'all that. He just told y'all.
word, that shit is just seared in my brain. The last question is, would you both rather be feared or respected, and why? I'll let you rock on that one.
I mean, it's let me say this. I carry myself in a family wise and family tie, but a mobbish way. You're not gonna say
Mm-hmm.
about being, but so respect is always that's number one because that's what I'm gonna give
Mm-hmm.
at first hand, and then depending on how I'm feeling, the energy is and what I'm receiving, then it's different. Like you know what I'm saying? It
Yeah.
can stay or not. So respect is always number one, and that's it. You know what I mean? That's what it is because fear. I mean, only thing that happens when somebody fear you is they figure out a way to what unfair. They don't want to fear you. So you got to figure out like, am I going to stay fearful or always duck and hide and blah blah blah, or I'm gonna figure out a way to what I mean stop this person. You know what I'm saying? And then when you get when you get that type of energy, it's hard to balance because you never know at what point or what time something is gonna hit as in an attack. Like you know what I'm saying? They gotta be physical, it could be in different ways. So yeah, so to have people fear you, that's not a good thing. Like you know what I'm saying? To be respected is way better because in some type of way, it's not fear, but you just know that person at least if he respects you, then you don't even gotta worry about if they fear you or not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You straight. You like you mean, you know what I mean? You good. Like you know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta worry about that. I mean, shit. When people fear you, I'm telling you, that's negative energy. You don't want that shit.
Yeah. I mean, I'm similar when it comes to that. Um, to me, fear has always been a thing that wasn't real, um, because it's people believing in a facade or believing in something that they feel is true. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he's such and such, and da 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 da. You know, and folks have whole reputations based upon fear. You
Right.
know, um, the the funny thing about fear, man, like not only do people want to see you fail, people want to see you drop, people want to see you touched, people want to do all of this goofy shit off niggas being scared. You know, like what type of energy is that to live off of? To me, you understand how big say like picture me being scared of a nigga, of a nigga that breathes the same air as me. Like,
Right, exactly.
you put your pants on the same way I put my pants on. Anybody can fucking get it.
And you know what? That's what I have to used to show. You know, growing up where we grew up at, like, of course. Now I lived. See, I can say it was different for me because I lived in the mix of staying in my town. Well, yes, we grew up in our own projects, and when we had to go through our own things, and yeah, we'll get off the porch. You walking on the porch, you gonna fight, you gonna get all that in. Otherwise, you gonna sit your ass at home, just like any other spot. But I also got to spend time up top of the hill in
Mm-hmm.
the home, and I also live half my life in the real city down north with my mom Dukes. So you know, we got to get a variety of a whole lot of different things. So I'm trying to tell y'all, when like Zito said, when you get into and that type of energy and those in and motherfuckers want to fear and shit, you're gonna understand it's where you at. You don't wanna attract that. You don't want that flow because shit, you can be anywhere and a motherfucker can just do something. Like what day and age are we living in? Like,
Mm-hmm.
and most time the people that's feared is the ones that's really rolling. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because other than that, what you fearing now? You're
Mm-hmm.
not fearing like, oh, you know, oh, I got this bully, oh, I got that. No, you fearing now shit. Being at the grocery store.
Yeah.
Going, you know what I'm saying?
Fear,
Going,
that's how I always felt about it. It cripples you. You know, it
yeah,
literally makes you a shell of yourself.
back.
So if I had to hang my hat on anything, I would never want my hat to hang on fear. You understand? Because at the end of the day, niggas do a lot of stupid shit off of fear. Look at
Right.
what happened to Takeoff, what happened to Nip, look at what happened to Pop, look at what happened to everybody.
Exactly.
You see
Exactly.
with fear. Every single one of those instances have an element of fear because oh shit, if I do this, it's that. If I do like you know what I
Right.
mean?
It'll say, it'll
If
hit.
nigga, somebody really respected your gangster,
Yep.
they gonna back off.
Yeah.
Somebody respects you, they gonna stall. They gonna stall out the bullshit.
Exactly what Zito said. So that's what I was going to, because you can be anywhere and what any day and age. Look at that, being in the hood, being in the projects, being out the projects. What happened to Pop? What happened to them? They was in California. He was in a home in a what's the name. And to hear from what it was said, it was a dude that told him that called a dude from Cali, called his peoples, and told them to get him out of there.
Yeah,
So like, you know what I'm saying. So it's not like he didn't have a warning. It's not like people didn't know. It's not like, you know what I'm saying, you in a situation to where you feel like Zito said, most respected, because if you felt most respected, then it wouldn't even been to that point. But because of the way your aura and the way you went about yourself truly, we're not talking about what you're saying in your music, because you said in your music exactly what you're doing, how you move. You know what I'm saying? So you moving as someone to put fear in someone. Now
that's
then live the life. So when you live in that life to where automatically I want to get at this dude and I want to get at him, I know I gotta have my strap on me.
yep.
Why? Because I fear that when I go try to get him, he's gonna retaliate because that's what he do. Like,
That's
you
what
know what I'm
he
saying?
said. That's what he said. That's what you selling to the people. You know what I mean? Like
And what happened? So once he figured out he couldn't rob her and do none of that, and out of fear, bang bang,
that's it.
and that's
Unfortunate, man. And, you know, rest easy to all of them.
yes,
I mean, like it's hyper unfortunate. So yeah, man, give me that respect. This ain't Bronx hell. I'm not Sunny. I'm not gonna tell Lil C like yeah, like I'd rather be feared and all of that because respect runs out. That's not true. Because at the end of the day, if folks respect how you move, respect your lineage, respect your not your clout, but respect everything that you putting out, there's no way that they could fucking fear you. I feel like when you respect something, like I'll give you all the room in the world. You cannot like me. You cannot like my family. Nigga, you cannot like the fucking socks I got on, the hat I got on my head, the bandana around my neck, whatever the fucking case may be. But you gonna respect my line.
Right. Right.
Because you can't look at anything that I'm doing and not respect it.
That's facts.
That's how it goes. That's how I feel.
That's
Those are
100.
good questions, though. I like those.
Right. Right. Good ones. Good ones.
I like those. But I yield it to you, sir. Take them home.
Well, you already know what time it is. Love, thank y'all for tuning in. Always tuning in on all platforms, even when you live with us, or you on the YouTube, the radio, peeping the magazine out for us, copying the magazine for us. You know what I'm saying? Throwing the issue out there for us. All the love, all the support. Over even at the Be Seen and Fam Apparel clothing line, copping the new wear. We got up there. I got a few inboxes, a few people like y'all need the link. So you know, it's definitely reaching out. We're reaching out to different people. We're gonna start doing podcasts out with different people. So y'all know what it is. Like when I say different people, I mean like even different countries, like getting different groups and people that's doing things other than just here in the States and stuff, so we can just get more
You
diverse
too, beloved.
wide. And other than that, y'all already know what it is. We love y'all for coming through. We're gonna get up out of here so Zito can do what he gotta do and get everything. Peace.
Y'all have an excellent week and all that good stuff. We'll see y'all right back here next week, baby.
You already know. Zito is on you this time. You gotta save it and post it.
I'm on it.